Everyone thinks Spider-Man is unstoppable, right? But there's one weakness hidden in the comics that could wipe him out, and it's not what you're expecting. Peter Parker's always swinging into danger, but even Marvel's Golden Boy has some serious vulnerabilities. Today, we're breaking down every weakness Spider-Man's ever faced, straight from the comics, and some of these will blow your mind. We're diving into his physical weak spots, the psychological traps villains use, and a secret flaw that even hardcore fans miss. Stick around because the evidence we found will change how you see Spidey forever. But first, here's something that'll shock you. In over 60 years of Spider-Man comics, writers have been dropping hints about a weakness so devastating it makes Kryptonite look like candy. And the craziest part, it's been right there in front of us since Amazing Fantasy number 15. Physical weaknesses, not just a superhuman. Let's kick things off with a weakness most people overlook. In Amazing Spider-Man number 365, Peter collapses after exposure to pesticides. His spider powers actually make him vulnerable to the same stuff that kills real spiders. Remember Spectacular Spider-Man number 15? The beetle nearly finishes him off with concentrated insecticide. Even in the MCU, chemical attacks always throw him off his game. Here's what makes this terrifying. Real spiders die from pesticides because it attacks their nervous system. Peter's enhanced spider physiology means he's got the same vulnerability but amplified. In Web of Spider-Man number 84, we see Peter literally convulsing from exposure to common bug spray. Imagine what military-grade pesticides could do. Sonic attacks, the vibrational Kryptonite. Venom isn't just scary because he's big and gooey. His sonic attacks are Spidey's kryptonite. In Web of Spider-Man number 1, high-frequency sounds completely fry Peter's spider sense. Hobgoblin used this trick in Amazing Spider-Man number 276, leaving Spider-Man totally defenseless. But here's the science behind it. Spiders use vibrations to navigate their world. It's how they detect prey in their webs. Peter's spider sense works the same way, picking up vibrations and danger signals. When you blast him with sonic attacks, you're essentially jamming his radar. In Amazing Spider-Man number 299, Venom even taunts, "We know your weakness, Spider-Man. Sound is your enemy." Chemical warfare, ethyl chloride. This one's brutal. In Amazing Spider-Man number 20, Scorpion uses ethyl chloride gas to knock Spider-Man out instantly. It messes with his nervous system just like it would a real spider. Doc Ock even weaponized this in Superior Spider-Man number 8, almost game over for Peter. What's terrifying is how specific this weakness is. Ethyl chloride doesn't just knock Peter out, it temporarily severs the connection between his brain and his powers. In Spectacular Spider-Man number 76, Peter wakes up after ethyl chloride exposure and his spider sense is completely dead for hours. He can't stick to walls, his strength is gone, and he's basically just a regular guy in a costume. But Spider-Man's biggest weakness? His guilt. Mysterio exploits this over and over, especially in Kraven's Last Hunt. Peter's need to save everyone is his Achilles heel. During Civil War, Tony Stark uses this flaw to get Peter to unmask, one of the most devastating moments in Marvel history. And this psychological weakness has a body count. In Amazing Spider-Man number 121, Gwen Stacy dies because Peter hesitates. His guilt about potentially hurting someone makes him pull his punches at the worst possible moment. In Spider-Man No More, Peter literally quits being Spider-Man because the guilt becomes too much. Villains know this and they weaponize it constantly. Magic and mystical forces, the unbeatable foe. Science can't save you from everything. In Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 2, Doctor Strange confirms that Spidey's got zero defense against magic. Morlun and the Inheritors in Spider-Verse target spider heroes because their powers can't stand up to mystical attacks. Here's why magic is so dangerous for Spider-Man specifically. His powers come from science, radioactive spider bite, genetic mutation, enhanced physiology. Magic operates on completely different rules. In Amazing Spider-Man number 545, Mephisto literally rewrites Peter's entire timeline, and there's nothing Spider-Man can do about it. His spider sense doesn't work against magic because it's not detecting physical danger, it's detecting supernatural forces his brain can't process. the genetic time bomb, Spider-Man's secret doom. Here's the weakness that could end Spider-Man for good, and it's been hiding in plain sight. In Amazing Spider-Man number 700, we learn that the radioactive spider that gave Peter his powers also set a genetic time bomb. Every time he heals, he's actually aging at the cellular level. His powers are slowly killing him. The evidence is everywhere once you know what to look for. In recent comics, Peter's been getting sicker more often. His reflexes are slightly slower, and his spider sense has been glitching. Marvel has been building this storyline for years. In Amazing Spider-Man number 792, Peter even mentions feeling older despite being in his 20s. The radioactive energy that gave him his powers is literally burning out his cells from the inside. But here's the kicker, and this is where it gets really dark. In Spider-Man 2099, we see what happens to spider heroes who live long enough. Miguel O'Hara's powers start failing him in his 40s. In Spider-Man Life Story, we watch Peter age in real time and his powers gradually fade. The pattern is always the same. The radioactive energy that creates spider heroes eventually consumes them. So, what do you think? Could time itself be Spider-Man's deadliest enemy? Or is there another weakness Marvel hasn't revealed yet? Drop your wildest theories in the comments and tell me which weakness shocked you the most. If you're hungry for more Marvel deep dives and hidden comic secrets, hit that subscribe button because we're just getting started.